10 seconds.
Best intentions.
Can I get a mule check?
6, 5.
Okay, fade to black.
3.
All last Tuesday, all the time.
Cheesy.
Cheetos! Dangerously cheesy. Now a new crunchy nacho.
You skipped a chapter, meathead! Better stop calling me names! Hold up, booger friend! Stop it or I'll call you names! Go ahead, you got nothing on me, warthog! Sure I do. Diaper lady.
Ooh, ouch.
Aha, hope you're wearing one now. How long have you known? Since forever. Mom made me swear not to mention it. So now we're even!
Oh, hello there. I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. You're probably wondering, why am I wearing this outfit instead of my regular casual show outfit? Well, after when I saw the new Batman movie and then I watched Detective Pikachu, I decided to actually go and buy the outfit and just wear it for this episode review. So here we come to the end of April and the very last Thursday of it. And so far, season 6 of the Loud House ain't doing too much good itself, since I'm spotting a lot of whole mediocre episodes. Even recycle runs, I'm getting tired of seeing. That is for the exception of only 4 episodes that are actually good, and I will review one of those ones next month. Right now, I actually picked up a request from season 5, Family Bonding. Of course, it's a season 5 episode, number 3, and it's the 202nd episode of the Loud House. So I guess somehow the writers actually put an end to the Ace Savvy and One-Eyed Jack saga, and decided to do Lincoln and Clyde with something new and different, David Steele style. Sounds a little interesting, but somehow with this episode I got a little confused and hate at the same time. Okay, maybe hate's too strong of a word, but there's something in this episode that really doesn't fucking add up to the actual plot. Not to give too much away of the result, but somewhat you all are gonna actually kind of agree with everybody else who muchly thought about this episode. And also be on the lookout, I kinda got a guest cameo appearance in this review.
Dudley Puppy was a plain old mutt. He'd scratch, he'd dig, and then he'd chew his butt. But when bad guys got too rough, he went to work for Tough. And now he's doing secret agent stuff. He's a tough puppy, he's a tough puppy. A dog who sticks his nose right where he knows the crooks will be. He's a tough puppy, he's a tough puppy.
Agent McBride, come in. I've infiltrated the secret layer of Malice. Masterminds acting lawlessly and committing evil.
James Bond and Mission Impossible didn't know we were playing detectives, but I'm pretty sure as hell that they put the kibosh on Kings of the Con about not letting Lincoln and Clyde actually play Ace Savvy and One-Eyed Jack anymore.
Careful extracting the package. This evil agent is particularly dangerous. And a biter.
Yeah, no shit.
And what kind of cereals he digging through? Corn Puffs, Fruity Pebbles, Captain Crunch? Probably one of my favorite cereals, Honeycomb.
What? Me want honeycomb! Yeah! We love that toasted honey taste,
Careful! That cereal is packed with fiber. It's extra crunchy. Success! Fly the eagle home.
That's my color-changing spoon.
Well, you know what they say. You snooze, you lose, sister. Yeah, as you can tell from the very moment when I started watching this episode, I really despise Lola in the very beginning, especially toward the end. I know at this time they were kind of beginning season 5, but somehow they actually feel like they're going back to phase 1 with Lola again. And I hate when they do that.
Dude, what's your deal? He and Clyde are playing spies. They're into a dumb new comic book.
Secret Agent David Steele is not dumb.
Like you should try reading a book some other time. Oh wait, or has it become a thing that the writers suddenly decided to make Lola forget to read a book again?
That'd be stupid.
Well, I have to hand it to Lincoln. At least this David Steele actually sounds so much better than Ace Savvy. And there was a time in my youth year I used to play Spy Fox. And that game was totally awesome, aside from Pajama Sam, Freddy Fish, and even Putt Putt.
Family huddle, yo! I got news!
This better be good, LJ. You almost made my cherry souffle collapse.
Oh, where? It's a piece of shit. Just saw a moving truck pull up next door. New neighbors, baby!
Now hang on. We don't want to overwhelm them.
Ooh, ouch.
I should feel bad for Rita, but suddenly I just don't. After all the past times of what she put the kids through, and I hate how the way she just flattered herself and Lynn for saying we're experts.
No.
Hi, Lynn Loud Sr.
Hey, I'm Lisa.
I made you a pie with Michigan cherries.
Cherries?
From Michigan.
Oh, thank you. Cherries?
Cherries?
We welcome you to the neighborhood. Sing fa la 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 la.
Fa la 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 la.
From now on, you'll be history. You'll be history.
You'll be history.
You'll be history. Buenos dias, neighboritos.
That was weird.
Thank you, but...
Put her there, pal.
Oh.
Whoa, baby, you look like a good tall drink of water. But don't take it personally. It's not because you're sexy looking. It's just there's something about you that you and I don't even have in common.
Look at me, I'm a newspaper face. Does this turn you on?
I guess?
It's lovely, but I fancy myself in autumn.
Especially how the way you and the family kind of hesitated to not take the Loud's offer with the cherry pie. As a matter of fact, speaking of neighbors, whatever happened to the Yates family that was in future tense? Did they not used to live in this house? But what the fuck, it was just that one-time offer of characters to actually be in an episode and not be shown ever again.
Bad family, back!
Why, you little...
I'm gonna stick like glue. Stick like glue.
Sorry, I'm still training them.
Yeah, for nearly 5 to 6 seasons, you still haven't got them in better shape and you still haven't trained these little mutts. Where the fuck have you and Lynn Sr. actually been this time? And that puts the question on where the fuck do Timmy's parents even go every time when Vicky's around?
Welcome. We're the Louds. We're the Millers. I'm Carly. This is my hubby Jeff and our son Ryan.
And no need to apologize. Living next to such a lively bunch will add some excitement to our lives.
Okay, couple things. One, that family kind of almost sounds like We're the Millers, that one comedy movie that kind of cracked my ass up. Secondly, is it just me or does these 3 characters kind of look similar to Lynn Sr., Rita, and probably to Lincoln? Then again, he kind of looks similar to that one kid that was actually in that Halloween episode, Tricked. Rich little bastard. I mean, just take a look at them. Okay, so anyway, late at night while Lincoln's brushing his teeth, some commotion actually goes on across the street. What are those people up to? Hell, that would have been more exciting if someone would have accused Lincoln for being a peeping Tom if he actually saw that girl actually in the shower. And speaking about that, watch Friday the 13th Part 4. It'll make you change your life forever. But anyways, guess where this leads up to Lincoln actually thinking about the neighbors?
They're spies! The neighbors are spies!
Sweetie, you do this to the new neighbors every time you and Clyde are on one of your kids.
But the neighbors are evil supervillains! But the neighbors are ghosts! But the neighbors are aliens!
Are you serious?
Seriously, Lincoln, how freaking paranoid and hypocritical can you be? What's close likely to your parents? Can't fucking assume that everybody's a freaking demon in disguise. Then again, you never know who's actually a wolf in sheep's clothing. Leave the evil villains to Marvel, leave the evil spirits to the Ghostbusters.
If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call?
And leave the aliens to the Men in Black. Yeah, and I'll tackle that episode this summer.
I guess I'll just have to prove it to you. Hi-ya! David Steele style.
You're blocking the TV, bro.
Survey says...
That's what I call a swinging party.
Agent McBride, come in. I need your help with a new mission. My neighbors are spies, but your family doesn't believe you, so you have to gather evidence. Let's do this.
This is really creepy. How fucking long has Clyde actually been there? And does his dad even know that he's out late at night? That's what kind of worries me now. Later in the daytime, Lincoln and Clyde decide to spy on the father, who makes his way to the local library.
The library? But why? Yeah, why? Engage Agent Steele button cams.
Hey, fellas. Wherever I go, the wind follows. And the wind, it smells like rain.
Hi, can you tell me where the suspense section is?
Suspense? Shit, I prefer horror, romance, or historical. Then again, the cooking section.
He doesn't like green eggs and ham.
Let's find what this fake Lean Senior look-alike is up to.
Do you like suspense books?
Yes, I do like suspense books.
How to grow Georgia peaches. They must be from Atlanta, because that's what Georgia and Atlanta was famous for. I wonder if they're actually into the peach businesses. Speaking of business, let's get back to more spying. Let's just find out how the wife is doing. And she happens to be at Flip's Food and Fuel.
She's just getting flippy.
You would have to be a complete idiot.
That is a way bit too much, having a huge flying helicopter camera following behind her. You haven't even noticed that somehow that she could turn around and actually see that damn thing? Do you ever consider getting one of those little aircraft kind of drones? They got small cameras and you can get a better vision through them.
Peach, huh? You sure you don't want cherry?
I hate cherries.
That's weird. Who doesn't like cherries?
More likely they do. Somehow from the moment I started picking up when they were disagreeing with the cherry pie, and especially with seeing all these peaches that they're actually picking up a book from the library about how to grow Georgia peaches, and her getting a peach flippy. And when she said, I hate cherries, now that's a big giveaway. Somehow they must be peach fans and not actually like cherries. Shit, I'm a cherry person myself, and I can actually enjoy both fruits, peaches and cherries. Someone in my family actually adores cherry pie.
Whoa!
Hey, get that hunk of junk out of my... And stay out! Fuck you! Why do I suddenly feel naked?
Survey says...
Toast, the jelly is delicious, but you have to hold your nose.
Oh, please don't start stripping now. I just had Red Robins for lunch. It's bad enough how much the writers and executive producers may turn you into a mutant. Then again, somehow they might have turned you back into a human later on in a season 6 episode. So now we got one more member of the Miller's family, that little SOB kid, and we're gonna check him out at the middle school cafeteria.
Whoops! Sorry, buddy. Activating Agent Steele pepperoni listening device.
You know, that probably wasn't the best idea, putting a microphone somewhere on food, because he might probably eat that damn thing. Good to actually take more lessons from Batman. And trust me, that new movie of Batman was a hell of a good movie, and it is worth watching. But let's hear what this little bastard has to say.
So, new kid, got any big plans this weekend? Gonna be cage wrestling in the backyard if you're interested.
Thanks, but I'll be busy unpacking, cleaning, taking out the garbage.
Man, I'm gonna come over there, man. We gonna talk about this. Cause this is some old bullshit.
What makes you think that?
Garbage day isn't until Tuesday.
Something stinks here.
Sorry, fellas. Meemaw's homemade yogurt.
Liam!
Get the hell out!
You know, not to sound like I want to mix Disney with the Loud House, but if there was somebody actually in this neighborhood who would know so much about the families and everything of what's going on in Royal Woods, it would be Dolores. It would be so much easier said than just actually doing it yourself, but she would actually know what's going on next door.
I hate you.
But since we're back to Lincoln and Clyde actually playing Detective Pikachu, let's find out where all these clues actually lead up to.
Now, what do we have here?
Carly and the cherries. Jeff and all those library books. Ryan's blatant lie about garbage day. What does it all add up to?
This is purple.
Now.
Blue?
Now.
You blind?
I'm colorblind, kid.
Oh, right.
Lincoln, look! In issue 7, taking out the garbage meant Malice was plotting some kind of destruction.
That's right.
But what's there to destroy in Royal Woods?
Well, there's one answer I can possibly give to you guys.
And I'm gonna go masturbate.
Get back here.
Oh, come on. I was just kidding.
Well, there's one answer I can possibly give to you guys. Cherries!
No skip, Sherlock.
Of course! Carly flipped her lid over cherries.
And if they destroy the cherry supply, they cripple the local economy!
And take over the whole state of Michigan, just like Malice when they took over the North Pole and held Santa for ransom in that holiday issue.
Okay, yeah, that's way too much. Now, how does this motivation actually sound to anybody out there? Annihilating every single cherry in Royal Woods? That sounds
really stupid. Oh, but this ain't just stupid. It's literally insane.
Sadly, there's not many words that only rhyme with bullshit. Super crap, a fuck, horrific, XD, I love bullshit.
Well, I think it's gay.
What do you think is going on with y'all?
It's like my breasts are on fire.
Fuck me! Fuck!
Any last words? Too late.
Bad for my asshole, I'll tell you that much.
lame, just like how Syndrome is, how he's killing off every superhero so that way he can pretend to be one. Speaking of motivation, I wonder what crazy ass person they actually be working for that the writers decided to actually throw this shit into an episode like this. They'd probably be working for somebody pretty fucking lame. Can't be Lord Thetterby, I don't think so.
Warren, what are you doing?
What? Just feeling out differences, baby. Letting go of differences.
This! Hard work. That's what this is. And by the way, we can't go to the cops. Not until we know who we can trust.
Honestly, until this exact second, I thought you were Build-A-Bear.
What? No. No.
Jeff taking out a book on how to grow Georgia peaches in the suspense section. That's it! Clyde, I figured it out!
What you got, kid?
Suspense must be the name of their evil organization.
Suspense? You know that's just a word that they use to actually build up to something big. And by something big, I mean something really terrible.
Secret underground society of peach entrepreneurs mixing sour exports!
You know, I may be a talking Pokemon that nobody ever listens to, but this idea already sounds pretty dumb as it goes. My question is, how are you even going to get into the attic without them even knowing that you're even there?
Distraction is my specialty.
You know, instead of your plan, why don't we go with my plan? I've always had the knob for the job. I could just easily put them in shock, and then easy as that. You just go in, get out, and you and Clyde would be saving the neighborhood for no...
Shut up! It doesn't matter!
Alright, I'm gonna stop at the Ryan Reynolds talking like Pikachu voice. So the Loud family and the Millers have a barbecue get-together, which is part of Lincoln's plan to actually keep them distracted while he goes snoops around in the Miller's house. And this is gonna sound like the pot calling the kettle black, but Principal Hudgens did the exact same thing. So why does it seem fair that Lincoln should get away with this? The whole studio's flannerizing this again.
Clyde, I'm in the Miller's house. Everything good on your end?
Yep, there's no one in sight. Lola! So, you're probably wondering why I'm in this bush.
Well, you see, there were these whales, and they were stuck in the ice. And well, the only way to get them out was to smash right through that iceberg over there. Except it turned out to be a rock. And rocks are a lot harder than icebergs.
You bitch! The little fucker still hasn't learned a lesson from a toddler's tale. And look at that little sickening grin that she has on her face. The way how she did that, she just did that to get some fucking attention that way. With her doing something like that, I want to strangle this kid if I was at her age right now.
Are you little?
It's like everybody in the studio got fucked in the head and just said, let's go back to square one about how the way we made Lola in the first place. My God, they're so asking for another flood to happen again.
Whoa! We have a breakfast nook?
Whoa! Agent McBride, I'm in the attic. We've got a situation. Lola blew our cover! Everyone's heading your way!
Yeah, thanks to Lola, I'll deal with that selfish little brat later. Right now, whatever Lincoln's gonna do, he better do it fast.
Okay, buddy, walk me through this. Right, issue number 4. Agent Stu had to reroute the mouse console to override mode. To do that, you'll have to remove the side panel. Good thing I always carry my Agent Steel ink pen with laser feature and optional cat toy attachments.
Lincoln and I are so alike. We carry so many different kind of gadgets with us, and I carry most of my gadgets on my bike.
Okay, which wire am I looking for? I can't tell! It's either chili powder brown or chicory. You're just gonna have to pick one!
That's why you should actually read the actual real deal from a book instead of from an actual comic book. Because everything is frictionalized like this show is. That was really weird for me to say.
Survey says...
There you go.
Lincoln!
So, does this look as bad as it looks?
What the hell's going on?
I can explain. The Millers are spies. They work for an evil organization called Suspense, and they're about to destroy all the cherries in Michigan.
Doe.
That's the gayest shit I ever heard.
Jeff and I work for the weather services.
Funny though, you guys don't look like weather service people. You look like a fake Lynn Sr., Rita Loud, and Lincoln Loud. Then again, like I said, the kid from Tricked.
That console monitors storm systems moving in toward Royal Woods. And FYI, it's gonna be hot, hot, hot this weekend.
Shoot, if you're gonna steal some body languages from the family, there's a buttload more you can actually rip from.
Oh my God, that's Jaws roaring, people. I wouldn't mind so much, except I think I know where this roar came from. This is the roar Jerry let out in a Tom and Jerry cartoon. Seriously, listen.
I am so sorry. We will be having a long talk with Lincoln about boundaries. Excuse me?
Boundaries? Bitch, let me tell you something about boundaries. Your damn daughters don't show no fucking respect and privacy every time they gotta eavesdrop and they want to try and meddle in on Lincoln's fucking business. Especially when they started all this shit with heavy metal. And you both actually let the sisters get away with that shit, but you guys don't let Lincoln do it? Fuck you. I never thought I would have the balls to say that. Wait a minute, but there was one more thing. The other night when Lincoln was actually spying on them, that little shit was actually looking through the window to make sure nobody was watching, which means they're actually hiding something in this room.
Commence total cherry annihilation in 20 seconds.
What the hell?
What the hell? Wait, no, don't tell me.
You're really spies.
Oh. There it is.
And your son's right. We work for Suspense.
Secret underground society of peach entrepreneurs nixing sour exports.
And it's too late to stop us now.
Wow. That's a kind of laziness that you only dream about. You know, because you're so fucking lazy.
Wow, who would have fucking guessed that these three were actually spies all alone? That's sarcasm, by the way. This is so lame. And I was so close to fucking Carly. But there was a reason why I didn't add her to the list.
It's not too late. It's not.
Too late is just enough time. Activate Agent David Steel Pudding Shoes.
Go ninja, go ninja, go! Go ninja, go ninja, go! Go ninja, go ninja, go!
2, 1. Jerry annihilation terminated.
Yeah!
On your motherfucking jump on your motherfucking That's right.
I know you love me. Let's go.
I won't get over and I won't get revenge. You and me could write a better man. Go Power Rangers! Everybody is kung fu fighting. The mind becomes fast as lightning.
Yeah! You may have thwarted us this time, but we won't stop until Georgia Peaches rule the fruit world!
Yes, you may have stopped us this time, but we won't stop until Georgia's peaches rule the fruit world. Lame. Fucking hate it. This calls for a song, which I kind of wrote myself. But before I can do, there's someone else I have to bring into this review since he was making a whole lot of points about this family, and I decided to actually let him say one quote about them because he made me laugh at first.
So, Jeff, Carly, and Ryan's plan is to get rid of all fruits, especially cherries, so peaches can be number 1? That is gotta be the stupidest, brain-dead scheme for a pair of villains I have ever heard in all my life. Like, when I saw this for the first time, I immediately just screamed because, is that stupid? Like, how stupid can the writers get? These villains are basically proof that the writers are smoking something. Because how stupid can you get for motives for villains? They could have been eco-terrorists. They could have been normal terrorists. Hell, they could have been just some jerks who wanted to take over the world for no reason. You had Chancellor, or a middle school bully who should have been drowned at birth. You have Morak, a Scottish Kim Kardashian who should just move out of Scotland if she hates the Louds so much. And you have these weirdos. What were the writers thinking? I tell you. Yeah, did Lenny create these villains? Cause let me tell you something. And she probably would, but if she was on Quaaludes or something. And seriously, if these a-holes ever kidnapped me and plan to torture me, well, it is how they can torture me by telling me their stupid plans, because it is that stupid. How low can you go? And that wasn't supposed to be a joke. No, literally, how low can you go for a motive for a pair of villains? And I tell you, if these a-holes ever came back on the show, oh, I hope to God someone mocks them and tells them how stupid their operation is, and how dumb and how brain dead their organization must be. Because let's be honest here, who else would go to these guys? Am I right?
He makes a lot of excellent points there, and I always wanted to say this too. Hey, how come we're eating a fruit that looks like our butts? I'm sorry. I fucking love that line, how Phil said that in that Valentine's episode.
Not on our watch. We're taking you straight to the ding-dang FBI.
You'll have to catch us first.
We'll get you, Louds, next time. There's Carly, Jeff, and Ryan. Yes, Carly, Jeff, and Ryan. One shifty family who does a lot of spying. The normal-looking folk, they disappear in smoke. They're gnarly, they're Carly, Jeff, and Ryan. Ryan. Before each day is done, the only will be merry. If before the setting sun, they'll get rid of Cherry. Carly, Jeff, and Ryan. Yes, Carly, Jeff, and Ryan. They're always spying and scheming and lying. Their chances to reach, they'll swap cherries for peach. They're gnarly, they're Carly, Jeff, and Ryan. 15 minutes it took me to write these lyrics. And of course, I do love Pinky and the Brain. But seriously, their motivation is too stupid and too weak and lame. If you want to be really evil, you have to have a really good motivation to actually do something like destroy the LGBT community, kill all the endangered species, or assassinate Lola. Okay, maybe that last one was too hard, but honestly, I just spiked Lola in this episode. Hell, Kevin Feige knows better how to handle Marvel, especially how he knows how to handle the villains. So anyways...
Catherine Mulligan reporting from Franklin Street, where authorities are still searching for a family of spies. Their plot to destroy the Michigan cherry supply was thwarted thanks to these two adorable heroes.
Yeah, I give gratitude for Lincoln, and Clyde too, but somewhat, like I said in Frogwout, I really do see Lincoln as an actual hero, but somehow it's got to be more believable. But somehow the Loud House movie could use some work, but somehow, I don't know. Somewhat, I think this should have been the big case of the actual Loud House movie and not the actual place where they go to Scotland and do all these dragons and ghost shit.
I'm sorry we didn't take you seriously, Lincoln.
Can't blame you. I gotta admit, it was all kind of crazy.
Shit, can't blame them at all since nobody ever fucking believes you. And I can't even imagine why. Of why they still act like they want to own you when really up in their heads, they totally want to disown you. But I gotta admit, he was right the entire time, unlike they were, and that was so random.
Yo, new neighbors are moving in next door. Let's go meet them. Yeah,
Hold it. Remember what we talked about? Lincoln, go check it out first.
No, that was a nice gesture.
Yeah, with this happening, it reminds me of sort of a Powerpuff Girl episode where Professor was almost married to Sedusa, and yet at the very end, there was another lady that actually came to the door, and I felt like the whole thing is going to be deja vu all over.
Come in, Agent McBride. Looks like we're needed for another stakeout. A secret agent's job is never done. Meant to do that.
Survey says both are known poachers and have been
He's really got to work on that. But I have to admit, this is better than A-Savvy style. So that was family bonding.
I'll smack you up and stomp you down. I'll stomp you back to Ugly Town, or maybe I'll kick your fat ass.
You know, out of seeing The Abomination of School, Boss Maybe was kind of okay, but with this one really left me saying one thought about it.
Honestly, what the fuck?
Yeah, this one didn't really work. And besides, the ending was just not fitting for the series. I just believe that Cody Kid Next Door actually has plots that actually work like this before, and it kind of works fine because by having its whole universe be really fucking weird and specific. But in the Loud House, we actually seen this kind of shit before. And while I don't necessarily actually like too much of Lincoln and Clyde actually messing around, but the formula is just about the same as what they do for every Clink and McCloud episode. And you know, there was something I actually mentioned before about the Yates family, since they were introduced as the Loud's new neighbors, but they never appeared again after future tense. If there's one possible theory about what actually happened to them, it's this that I think somewhat Lincoln and Clyde were actually spying on them, suspecting that they might be hiding a true identity like they apparently do whenever a new neighbors move in. And yet somehow it drove them out of the Royal Woods. Speaking about the Miller family, God, are they bland and one of the much weakest villains in the Loud House series. Honestly, their motivation is to destroy every single cherry and replace them with peaches. How does that sound of being evil? And that ain't saying too much either. It's considering I'm a person who lives in Michigan and loves cherries, and I used to be living in Georgia where I actually used to enjoy peaches. Now don't take that the wrong way. I don't think Georgia is actually the bad guy. I just think these are the most fucked up villains I have ever seen in a Loud House series, period. I just can't believe they were spies the entire time. And you know, personally, if I ever encounter somebody who actually doesn't like cherries but actually likes peaches only, stay away from me, you're a spy. The climax was the weakest I've ever seen. I just felt like the writers had to make some shit up as they're actually writing this story. And I hated so much how the family was against Lincoln, especially, I know I find it too much annoying that him and Clyde were actually kept spying on people and thinking that they were actually spies or some kind of alien from a different universe. And I really quite found these two annoying, but not as annoying as I found with Lola actually tattling on them, as if that little shit stain didn't even learn her lesson from A Tattler's Tale. Hell, I guess we're back at square one, which slew their consequences again with this little shit. So for me, I didn't find too much to enjoy with this episode. The plot doesn't work, the neighbors are weak, the motivation is stupid. Lola came off as incredibly annoying as the family did, and this episode so feels like a live-action Disney movie. Good thing Lori wasn't actually here to know about this. Oh no. What if somehow if that Spies of Family actually did come back in the very end, if they decided to end the show, and somehow this family would approach Lori, since she didn't even know about this. Then again, I don't know, it's just my idea of thought. It's always the villain always getting away and say, we'll get you next time. But so many fans out there are actually doubting that they'll ever come back. Hey, one villain who ain't gonna be coming back, since she just got launched into space. I'm the Loud House Critic, and let's see what the next Loud House episode request is.
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove, it's how we show our love. In the loud house, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade it for the world.
Thanks, but he only drinks blood.
No problem. Does he take O positive or B negative?